All right, what is up, guys? I am bringing the third installment of kind of my gym rerun build team. So I recently released my Typhlosion gym rerun build and my Blastoise gym rerun build, and I use double Typhlosion, double Blastoise. So those are kind of the DPS on the team, and for support, we are rocking a double Murkrow setup. So if you've watched those other two videos, you know I've referenced the Murkrows, multiple times, and I said I'd release a build. So this is that. If you haven't watched those two, would highly recommend probably watching those first and just getting an idea of. Those are definitely the main core of the build. But without further ado, I'm gonna jump into these Murkrows here. So I've got first and the second one pulled up. So with our Murkrows, you can see right now, one I have level 36 and one is level 37. I started using these at literally level 1. The lower the level, the better, because the ideal with this strategy is you want the Murkrows to basically faint turn 1. So they're going to go Prankster, Tailwind, Prankster Sunny Day, or Prankster Rain Dance, whatever you decide to go with for that gym you're facing. And then ideally, yeah, they're going to get knocked out turn 1, and you can instantly bring in your Typhlosions or your Blastoises. However, there are going to be some times where the opposing team might miss one of the Murkrows. So he lives a turn, and then your Typhlosion comes in, your Blastoise comes in, kills a couple Pokemon, and then boom, your Murkrow gains a bunch of levels. So it's going to happen. Ideally, like I said, yeah, you'd want them as low level as possible. So I was trying to keep them at level 1 for as long as possible. And you can see I've been doing gym runs with this team for probably a month or so, maybe closer to 2 months. And the Murkrows are only at level 36 and 37. So they're still getting one shot by the opposing teams. Usually those gym run teams are level like mid 80s. So they're still getting one shot. So well, you can see here, I do have them in Moon Balls. As with all my builds, I like to keep my Pokemon in a special ball. So got a couple Moon Ball Murkrows. I think it looks great with his aesthetic. For the nature, these natures are not best in slot whatsoever. Ideally, you would not have not have a plus defensive nature. So Gentle is not bad just because you do get minus defense. So any physical attacker, they will do more damage to you. But you do have plus 10 special defense. So not ideal, but really if you're only level 1 to level 30 or whatever, it's not going to matter a whole lot. So I didn't really care too much about the nature here. And then Bold, same thing. Not ideal. We did not want plus 10 defense. We did not want plus defense at all. So I'd say ideal natures are just going to be anything that does not raise your special defense or your defense. So go for an attack boosting nature or whatever you want to go for. Even with these natures though, the builds have been working out just perfect. So really it's not going to matter a whole lot, but that's the idea. You can see on the first Murkrow, I am running Damp Rock. He is our Rain Dance Murkrow. The second Murkrow, we're running Heat Rock. He's the Sunny Day Murkrow. So those are the held items. Yeah, I think that is that. Let's jump into the IVs because that is where it kind of gets pretty interesting. So you can see I did breed these Murkrows myself, and I actually made it. So you can see the first one here. I have 0 defensive IVs. So 0 HP, 0 defense, and 0 special defense. And the second one, 0 special defense, 0 defense, and only 4 HP. So these were pretty hard to build. It was really kind of hard to find on the GTL Pokemon with zeros in these stats that could breed with Murkrow. So I was able to get it perfect, and not to mention 31 speed. We are Prankster anyway, but I wanted 31 speed just in case we came up against another Prankstermon. Sometimes you do face Cottony or Whimsicott. I just wanted to make sure no matter what, I was going to outspeed everything. So it was kind of hard to... I was only able to make one with the, 0 HP, 0 defense, 0 special defense. The other one, I was able to get it pretty close with only 4 in HP. But You definitely don't have to do this. My whole thought, at least to start, was I wanted these Murkrows to, last as long as possible. I put a good chunk of money, kind of not a ton, but a good chunk breeding these, trying to get the zeros. And I just like breeding anyway, so I did spend some money. I wanted to make sure that I got my use out of that. So honestly, I mean, I foresee that I'm going to be using these Murkrows until I would think like level 50, level 60, just whenever the time comes that if they don't get one shot after an attack, then it's time to start it over and get some new Murkrows going. Now, what you can do, honestly, I don't think these IVs are going to matter a whole lot. What you can actually do is once your Murkrows get up to like a high enough level, say that's 40 or 50 or 60 or whatever, and whenever they start, taking damage to where they're not getting one shot and fainting turn one, all you got to do is just breed. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take these Murkrows here and I'm just going to breed them and I'm going to get a couple level ones and start over. So that's really all you got to do. So really, honestly, IVs don't matter a whole lot on this build. But if you can and really care, you do want to try and go ahead and try and get zeros if you want to do that. All right, over to the EVs. Again, all I really trained on these were 252 speed. Again, just wanting to make sure I outspeed everything no matter what. So we are Prankster, we are 31 IV speed and 252 EVs into speed. So just wanted to make sure there. I didn't even bother XP or EV training the rest. So that's up to you. Ideally, just go ahead and like max out attack or special attack or something. You really wouldn't want IV or EVs in your defenses, but these are so low. I really just don't care that much about this. So yeah, definitely max out speed. Again, ideally zeros in defense, special defense, and HP. Go ahead and just max out like attack or something. Those are the EVs. Now, movesets where it does get kind of interesting. First and foremost, I'm going to pull up our Pokedex entry and pull up, let's take a look at his base stats. I mean, you can see he isn't, obviously, Murkrow's an unevolved Pokemon, so his base stats are going to be pretty low. So honestly, his defenses are already super low anyway. So don't worry too much about the EVs or IVs, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be like level 1 to start, super low defenses. Your IVs and EVs really aren't going to matter a whole lot, and the nature too. Over to the moves though, Murkrow can learn a lot of good support moves, and that's obviously what we're using it for. So you can see our first one again is our Rain Dancer. So this one is support for our Blastoise. The second one is going to be Sunny Day, support for our Typhlosions. With Tailwind or with Prankster, every single one of these are support moves, so they are guaranteed to go first no matter what, which is just phenomenal. So we've got Rain Dance, we've got Sunny Day, and they both have the three remaining moves are going to be identical. You could switch these up if you really wanted to. You have, no matter what, Tailwind is absolutely mandatory on both. Because if I Rain Dance on this one, I'm going to Tailwind on this one. And if I Sunny Day on this one, I'm going to Tailwind on that one. So then, I think these bottom two are kind of flex spots. I don't really ever use either of these in gym reruns. Maybe Taunt occasionally, like if Murkrow were to stay in. Ideally, you're just probably going to want to swap him out. You're not going to want to necessarily Taunt. But yeah, I threw on Taunt and Haze just in case I did take these like into raids one day. Or whatever. Honestly, the bottom two are definitely flex spots. So put there whatever you want. Really all that matters, again, Rain Dance Tailwind, Sunny Day Tailwind. So that is that. But yeah, with his moveset, I mean, you can see he's got a ton of good moves that you can learn. A lot of good support moves. So feel free to build yours however is going to be best for you. I think that's everything in terms of egg moves. Yeah, there was nothing really here that I wanted. So make sure though that if you are going to breed these, for whatever you want to use them for, make sure you're looking at your egg moves and all that, and make sure to get whatever you want on him, actually on him. So, all right, guys, I think that's really everything. So let's go ahead and showcase some gameplay. I'm gonna run over here to this is Pewter City, I believe. Yeah, so we are in a rock gym, which means I am probably going to use my Blastoises here. And now this can be tricky because occasionally when you battle Brock, he's going to have a Toxicroak with dry skin, I think it is. So he can't be hurt by water type moves. Pretty annoying, but the Blastoises still get through it anyway. So you can see he sends out a Tyranitar and a Swampert. First things first, yeah, Tyranitar brings up the Sandstorm. We are going to be able to get rid of that, so we're going Rain Dance. Then we're going Tailwind. And with Prankster, we're guaranteed to go first, no matter, even though we are low level. So our first one gets Crunch. That should one-shot, and it does. I mean, if he takes contact from anything, it's going to one-shot. So yeah, Ice Punch, super effective, guaranteed one-shot. So strategy is started off perfectly. Both of our Murkrows faint. Now we're going to bring in our double Blastoise. And that is not ideal. We've got some kind of a little bit of a bug with the Blastoise. But let's go ahead and Water Spout. And if you need info on the Blastoise builds, again, I already have a build video up on these. So if you're interested in that, make sure to go ahead and check that out. That goes through the build, the moveset, IVs, EVs, all that good stuff. And yeah, same with the Typhlosions as well, which what we'll do is I'll showcase one gym here with the Blastoises, and then we'll do one for the Typhlosions. So again, we're just spamming Water Spout at this point. Both of these are going to be sturdy probably. And that's not, yeah, so both are sturdy, doesn't matter. We're going to get kills with both Water Spouts. So Rhyperior and Crobat, which is great. We're not facing that Toxicroak this time. So let's go ahead and Water Spout, and we have got ourselves through this gym, pretty quick. All right. Nice. So that's number one. Now what we're going to do is fly over to our next one. This is going to be Cerulean City. I'm going to heal up our Murkrows real quick. I guess I healed them twice. It's fine. Then we'll go in here. And let's showcase the Typhlosions, which it's actually works out well. In my Typhlosion build video, we faced this gym as well. I just wanted to show that even against a water gym, the fire Typhlosions are able to take down this gym with this Sunny Day setup. So works out really nicely. So you can see Politoed comes in and he's got the ability Drizzle, so it starts to rain right away. This would not be ideal for our Typhlosions. So what we're going to do, this first one now, instead of Rain Dancing, I'm going to Tailwind with him. And then the second one will now Sunny Day. So Sunny Day is going to change that weather. And we get the Tailwind. Now we're just going to hope that our Murkrows get knocked out. We do get Ice Punched on one. So he's down. And Ice Beam on the other, so he is down as well. Now we come in with the Typhlosions. and on Typhlosions. Again, if you want the full build on Typhlosion, that is up on the channel, but we are just going to spam Eruption. And again, despite the fact that these are water type Pokemon, it's going to absolutely shred with Sunny Day up. So, and I'm not doing it because I'm just kind of showcasing the build, but ideally, if you are going to just do a full gym rerun, and you're doing it as fast and efficiently as possible and trying to make as much money as possible, you're going to want to pop an amulet coin before starting it. It's going to allow you to make quite a bit more money. So for now, we're just going to spam Eruption. So both of these are focus sashed, and then boom, the second Eruption goes off. That's going to take those down. And then lastly, it looks like he's got a Lapras and a Togekiss. Okay, we're in our Eruption again. And there you have it, guys. So easy peasy. And honestly, you can just Eruption and Water Spout your way through all of these gyms. So that's really the build. I don't think there's a whole lot more to it. Yeah, so again, Typhlosion builds up on the channel, Blastoise build up on the channel. Also have a trainer rerun Cloyster, a payday money for farming Meowth, a catching Smeargle, and I have plans to release, I've got some more in the works. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. I know this one was a little bit quicker, but the Murkrows, yeah, there's just not a whole lot to talk about with the Murkrows. And again, the stats and everything aren't gonna matter a whole lot. So just get a couple, make sure they're Prankster, breed a couple, make sure they're level 1, and you can start doing these reruns. And you'll, like I said, I've been doing reruns for a month or two, closer to 2 months maybe, and I'm still using the same Murkrows. I started with level 1. They're only up to about level 36. So it's really all you need, and I expect these Murkrows to last me another 3 or 4 months. Who knows? So yeah, if you liked the video, obviously, if you could leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the normal YouTube stuff, that would be great. Helps out a lot. And as always, appreciate you guys watching the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.